Alright, so last time we understood the theory of how to increase the speed. Uh, the primary intent for that video was to give focus on quality over speed. So quality is more important than speed. However, if you still want to increase or spike up your speed in very short duration, there are different ways by which you can do it. One of the ways I told you was a 20-minute piece to be played at different or increasing tempos. So today we'll try to understand the practical way of increasing speed for Tirakita. And in this, I'll give you some different sets of compositions which are supposed to be played in 5-minute intervals. And at the end of 20 minutes, you give it approximately a week for practicing this for 20 minutes. And on the eighth day, you will notice that your fingers are moving much faster than what they were uh, maybe a week back, and that I can guarantee because I have done it myself and I know this works. It might work at different levels for different people, however it will work for sure. And in 20 minutes time flat, I don't think there is anything else that will give so much of an outcome. All right, so the compositions are key over here. What we play is also very important. The first one that we'll play is Tirakita. All right, so the Tirakita, the first composition goes like this: DhaTirakitataka Tirakita, DhaTirakitataka Tirakita, TakaTagTirakita. All right, so TakaTagTirakita, DhaTirakitataka Tirakita, TakaTagTirakita. Now, what's the difference in this? If I play it's very free flowing. There's no control. There's no restriction on playing that. So the TakaTagTirakita breaks that flow and ensures that you just cannot keep moving the hand in one direction. You'll have to control your hand a bit. This composition is played at the slowest speed. It's a I won't say difficult, but a peculiar one, interesting one, which requires slower speeds. The other thing is the TakaTagTirakita needs to be added with a grip. So it should not be, it has to have a grip. So other part that you need to notice is I'm playing only with this section. It is extremely important that I play only with the top section of my fingers, not the entire one. That's the basic rule of Tirakita. All right. While you're playing all of this, make sure that you are following all the rules in accordance to what I have shared with you till now. So the first one is that becomes your first composition. The second composition that we'll play is a bit different. It goes now. I've just added another section to it. I added now. What's the difference? The is more free flowing than that. All right, so all right, this becomes my second composition, and then all right, it's a form of a rela, you can say, and that's what we are trying to utilize. Notice that the entire focus is on Tirakita. There is not much of any other composition that is being added here. This is the second version, which can see an increase in speed by up to 20-25% or so. So increase the speed considerably for this one. The next composition that we'll play is all right. And notice I'm lifting my wrist. It is extremely important because it gives a kind of uthan or a spike in that composition. So all right. So this is the first time when you actually get a free flowing composition. This is your second last highest speed. So the last highest, or just below your highest speed. This is what you play just below your highest speed. All right. Now notice I'm giving only the compositions right now. How to play those compositions I'll show you later on. It's a peculiar and a very different way that I'm going to show you. The unfortunate part is that has worked for me. I'm not giving you anything different that's possibly in theory. I'll tell you what exactly I have done to improve the speed of Tirakita. The last composition is a very common one. So alright, this is the last composition. Now the most important part when you play the last composition is that it has to be played at the highest speeds that are possible for you. So they should, right when you start off, your hands should be extremely tired, and still you should try to make it to the maximum speed that you can. Alright, and continue it for 5 minutes. Now each of these, so there are 4 compositions, 5 minutes each, approximately 20 minutes is what you will play. And each of these compositions, you will have to grip the tabla. The most important part is you are not supposed to do this. You are supposed to. So I'm gripping the tabla. So when I grip my tabla and I can play at faster speeds, that's what we are looking at. We are not playing it very lightly. That's not what I'm going to do. Otherwise, you will not feel the difference. The other part is when I'm playing Tirakita, I actually am moving my fingers like this. I'm not just brushing my fingers. Okay, I'm moving my fingers this way, because notice when I move my fingers, if you touch here, you can see the muscle movements happening near the forearm, all right, the back of the hand. Now that's the most important part that we are trying to tune or trying to practice for. You will notice the pain starting approximately after 10 or 15 minutes if you are not used to playing it, but continue withstand the pain till the 20th minute finishes. Now let's come to how we are supposed to play it. Now I apologize for what I am going to play now. Unfortunately, we will have to take support of these kinds of things. You can play any kind of song that you want. I am just picking up the first one that is coming on YouTube right now when I searched for it. Now this is, so try to identify songs which you really like, which have got a good beat going, extremely good beat, which does not it's like running. So when you run for a very long distances, you generally have your earphones or headphones on, and there is specific music that makes you go forward, which tries to distract you from the amount of stamina that is required, or the heavy breathing. So you will be distracted by that song and the beats. It pumps you up. A very similar fashion, what we are going to do is we are going to port that same concept to tabla, and instead of using a metronome or a lehra, we'll use some song which pumps us up, some gym songs or something like that. I've just picked one of the songs. I don't think that's let's try this, try one right now. So Saturday night, the first one. I don't know whether that will be fast enough or not, but I don't know. I do not have any other songs for now, but what you can do is you can pick the next one. So let's say Venga Boys or any others. So one after the other, you will be playing songs which give you that pump. All right, and do this for 20 minutes. First 5 minutes you can pick one song. The next song should be a bit faster than that, and you follow along the second composition that I mentioned. I've mentioned all of those in description. Try this for 20 minutes and give maybe a 4 or 5 minute break, and on the 25th minute start playing the Tirakita again, and you will notice that the first day itself you will start noticing that your hand has started to play much faster than what it was earlier. Give it a week, give it a month, and once you practice this, you will notice that the speed has increased considerably. All right. uh, One note at the end of the session is that this is just a temporary mechanism to spike your speed or increase your speed at a very quick frequency. However, the original concept that I told in the theory is still applicable. It is the quality of sound, the quality of tone over speed that is more important. The second part is playing kaidas for a longer duration is much more important than what we'll do in this case. Having said that, kaidas has its own benefits. It will give you the pump that is required, the clarity that is required, the intricacies of the composition that is required. This concept that I explained right now is very similar to what you use in gym and in your daily runs. This will definitely give you a spike in speed alone. All right, hope you are able to try this out, and let me know whether the speed of your Tirakita improved or not. If not, well, we'll try to identify some different ways, but take my word, I think it should increase considerably. We'll take a look at some other compositions the next time, to see how we can improve some other compositions in speed. Thank you so much.